Good morning, Mr. Louie.
And a lovely good morning to you, Miss Twyla.
Yeah, I'm up and moving. I have been. I've been up since about 5:30. And it's cold this morning. And I got a coat on. What is it outside? It says it's 56 degrees, but I don't think it's that warm. I think they're lying.
See, now that just sounds unpleasant.
It's cold. And everybody laughs at me on the call. They're waiting for me to not have a coat on in the morning. I says, not going to happen. It's always cool in the morning.
Good morning, Mama Sandy.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mama Sandy.
Good morning.
Ah,
All right.
I'm ready for Punta Cana to be warm.
Yeah. Well, Punta Cana is going to be warm, all right.
Well, it's warm here.
Not here.
Very warm here. Humid.
We are only at 63 for our low. Our high is going to be 79.
Well, I have to go look again. Let me see what our high is supposed to be. Our high is supposed to be 83,
Oh,
but we're at, and it says a low of 54, but it feels colder than that out here.
oh wow.
And I didn't look.
Alexa, what is the temperature today? She ain't talk. She's not talking. Alexa, what is the temperature going to be today?
Right now, it's 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Today, expect a high of 89 degrees. If you'd like,
Oh,
I can get your day started with motivational quotes on more. Would you like
so
to
you're
know
riding 10 degrees higher than
No,
me today.
No problem.
That's how that's working out.
89, the high. It's
Yeah, we're supposed to
already,
get 79 as a high. And I'm inland right now, so it's going to be cooler on the coastline.
well, it stormed last night because it's been it was 99 yesterday,
No, we didn't have
earlier.
that warm.
Yeah, we've had heat indexes of in the hundreds.
No, we haven't had that. I think we had 90 one day or 92, but it hasn't been. But we're supposed to get warmer this next week. We always have. It rained over the 4th, and that's normal.
Let me see. And those floodings in Texas have just
Oh
really
my
been,
gosh, those are
um,
horrible.
I know, I can't imagine,
And the
cannot
person that was
imagine.
watching the rate, whatever the alarm system, from what I got told or heard about, well, the alarm systems weren't going off upstream. That's because they were washed out.
Mm,
They were gone, and they didn't realize they were gone.
mm, mm. Wow.
It's sad. I mean, for the girls' camp that was there was a 700 and some kids in that camp. So that's not too bad of odds. I mean, it's still sad, but that's a lot of kids in one area.
Well,
And it
they
was
weren't all kids, I don't think. I don't think. I thought it
no,
was, hmm?
there was so far there's 70 people dead, but that doesn't mean that they all came from that camp either. They're still missing. They found three more of the girls alive, and one was 21, so that might have been somebody else. The other ones were younger. The but it was Fourth of July weekend. Everybody was camping on the river down there. They said
Yeah.
they said they lost a whole the soccer coach family all gone. Seven people. Another
Yeah,
family, all gone. They were all down there on the river camping because it was 4th of July weekend.
Yeah.
right. RVs. People were there, as you said, had actually come there from some other states. I
Yeah,
mean,
well,
that's
and it was, yeah, and there was what? A 4 to 5 foot wave that come through, a wall of water coming through.
Oh,
no,
that's
no. It was flood. It was 26 feet. The
Yeah,
river rose 26 feet. It wasn't a wave.
but they said when it first come in, it was coming in at a 4 foot, and it increased every 15 minutes.
45 minutes, they said it reached that.
In
40.
45 minutes, it did, but every 15 minutes, it went from 4 feet, and then 8 feet, and then
I cannot imagine. I cannot imagine. And I've been looking at it. When you look at
well,
that, was a nasty, all the debris, the nasty, muddy river.
but
Um,
when I lived in Arizona, if it rained and you were out in the desert, you went to high ground. You didn't stay in the lower because it all just runs to the low ground, and you better get up out of the up out of the low ground, get up high, or you're going to be in a belly washer. It comes down so fast the ground can't absorb it, and it just goes down like a road. I mean, even in town, when we had the only time we missed school, literally in college, was due to rain. I remember driving home one day from work, and the rain was to my wheel or to my door wells in my car. I
mm,
mean, they don't have a drainage system there. They don't have much for drainage systems, so everything just runs down the road. And the reason why we
Dylan
got
just had an
school
earthquake.
canceled is when they had the underpasses would fill up and people couldn't get to work. So they had to wait till the fire department could get there to pump them out because they do not have like we have like sewer systems. They don't have them. Oh, but that's a lot of.
Hello, hello. Can you hear the interpreter?
Yes, we can
Yes.
hear you.
Okay, perfect. Hello, everyone. How are y'all?
Good. Good
There's
morning,
that too.
Jerry.
Morning, Mr. Jerry.
Good morning,
Good morning to the
interpreter.
interpreter.
Yeah, sorry, my computer was taking a little while to get all set up. I was getting the Zoom all, logged into and getting the interpreter and everything all set up. Sorry about the delay.
You're doing good. Sounds
Thank
like
you,
we
thank
have
you.
a busy IPA call.
Right.
Today will be Power Hour, right?
Today's Power Hour.
And they're not having any
There are no BOC calls.
no BOC calls this next 65 days.
right.
Until after PXP, correct. So that's just for that. Just think about PXP.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, Louie, I finally got Paul to find our tickets we bought for PXP,
Yeah.
but it doesn't have. It has an ID, an order number, but it doesn't have the. Is that all you put in, or do you have to have a different number?
The email that you received should just like have a link in it to click on.
I did that, and it said asked for a number.
I have to look.
I'm gonna just call them today and find out, or maybe wait till tomorrow, so that it's not so busy because Mondays are usually busy.
Did you go to the 16th, Twyla? You should have gotten an email around that date to just.
I went and had Paul go look on it because we have our he has a different email address for the business than my own. So I had Paul go look for it, and this is all that he found was there. And then we found where you could go and get in, and you click on it, and then it asked for the number on it. And we're like, okay, so I'll just maybe do it over the phone. I'll get Jay's ID number and ours, and that's probably all they'll need, right? Our business number to sign the tickets to them.
Correct. They'll need the brand partner numbers,
Yeah, that's what
brand
I'll
partner
do.
IDs.
I'll look Jay's up. And Paul's and ours are the same, so that's
Hold on one second. If you don't mind holding on, I'm trying to add another interpreter here for the team call. So if you don't mind me just holding on 1 second, holding in conversation so I can add that. I'm trying to add a
okay.
team in.
Louis, I just sent Adela our link again. I don't know, because she
If she's
wanted to
awake right
start.
now.
Yeah, she said she normally is.
Okay.
She's out there with you. Yeah.
I'm trying to add the team for some reason. And I can't seem to connect. I don't know. Interesting. Not sure what's going on. It's not letting me add a team in here for some reason.
A team member or an entire team?
You said what?
A team member or an entire team?
Just one other interpreter. And it's not
Like the
working
wording.
for some reason. Yeah. Let's.
I've got a headache. I wonder if I think my blood pressure is shot up or something.
Could be. Paul gets those too, and then he goes and checks his blood pressure.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that because I ate a lot of pork yesterday.
Sounds heavenly.
Yeah.
Today's the 7th, right? Yeah. Okay.
It is all day. I fly out Monday evening, so I should be able to be on the call. And then we fly again on the 15th because we have to go. We drive down to Salt Lake, and from Salt Lake to Boston, and from Boston to Punta Cana. Is that not weird? That's just weird. I was like, why did they set us? I said, I don't know. I said, Sam looked for several different tickets, and they all ran us weird.
Well, I was only set up for 2 flights, but
She's got to do it weird because of her location.
Yeah.
Oh.
She lives in the middle of nowhere, Montana.
Yeah.
So just for her to get to somewhere, Montana, she's got to drive.
Well, we got to drive 45 minutes to get to the airport, but then it was the tickets from out of Missoula to Punta Cana was $1,700 a person.
Oh, that's more than the trip.
So we're driving to Salt Lake where they went down to $700.
Yeah, knock $1,000 off the price any day of the week.
Per person.
Yeah.
I mean, we can drive there for that.
Yeah, save $2,000. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Mine was $954 for me. So now I just switched and to go to to Dallas, and I got what 600 and some credits left.
Well, that'll be good. That'll just throw you on your next ticket to go to Destin. That would probably be the next big thing that comes up.
Dallas.
No, she already got her Dallas ticket.
Oh, you mean after Dallas?
Would be
Uh-huh.
Destin.
Because if
At the
I'm not
very least,
mistaken,
Destin one more time.
yeah,
I liked Destin. It was kind of nice.
I'd like it if I got that same room.
Well, didn't you share, like you and Miss Amelia share like a 2-bedroom?
Yeah.
That's probably why they put you there. I think next time we should get somebody to share a 2-bedroom, and it'd be nice. Ours wasn't bad. I mean, really, it wasn't. I had 2 bathrooms and everything. You guys had one.
One what?
Louie and them had to struggle with three people
In
with
Destin?
one bath. Yeah,
Oh,
one bathroom.
we
Oh,
had,
it was me, Jerry, and Sonny.
Yeah, with one bathroom, and I had just the 2 of us, and we had 2 bathrooms.
Morning,
we
Pablo.
had we had 2 bathrooms. We had 2 bathrooms. We had this was a timeshare thing that we were in. It was huge, wasn't it, Louis?
All of them are timeshares in Destin.
Yeah, all of them are.
Oh,
All of them
we
are
had-
timeshares. But yeah,
we had-
some of them are lived in, some of them are just used regularly as the rent-outable places.
The only sad thing is they did give me a queen size bed like I asked, or a king size bed, but they put it on a queen size frame.
Hmm.
really?
It was yeah.
It's weird.
That's dangerous,
You didn't sit on the edge, you slid off.
Yeah, it's just weird.
I'd have
That's
rather had a
really
queen
weird.
if they didn't have it. Just put us in a queen so that their bed wasn't falling off on us.
That could have been dangerous if there had been. Well, I don't know about dangerous, but it's still to slide off the
Like,
bed like that.
roll out of bed pretty easy.
Yeah, especially if you had mobility problems, and somebody would have slid off like that. An older person like me.
Well, we sat down on the bed, and all of a sudden I'm sliding almost off to the floor, and I'm like, "What's up?" And Paul and I looked at it, and it was hanging over.
Mm.
So we slept in the middle of the bed. But rolling out wasn't too bad. You just rolled out and you were out.
Wow.
I did like having a kitchen. That made it nice.
I know, Jerry, my hair's a mess too.
Yes. But you got to shave it. It's a little fuzzy.
He was just trying to fix his hair, and I'm like, yeah, mine's a wreck too.
Well, mine is a mess too, you see.
Doesn't look a mess.
No, it's not, Mama Sandy.
Oh, that's
Your
a
hair looks
blow.
more done than Jerry's or my hair.
Mm-mm. Wow.
I woke
No
up like
makeup.
FYI.
Who's all excited for 2.0 coming out, the machine?
Very excited for that.
Me too. I'm wondering if I get to have it sooner or not. I haven't had anything sent to me that said I could start.
Because of what?
Because I'm a supervisor, or not supervisor, vice president. They said it was supposed to roll out sooner.
Yeah, no, our team hasn't gotten it yet.
I didn't think so.
At all. Dana and Amelia got it, yes, but they haven't spread it out to anybody on our team yet.
Okay.
My guess is it won't be until the end of this week, if not into sometime next week.
And then we're all in Punta Cana, and I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, hopefully they'll release it before they head off to Punta Cana. I don't know when the Harpers start traveling for Punta Cana.
I would imagine that unless they're coming in, they might be coming in direct.
Right. So I don't know what their game plan is for that travel time. If they are going to travel early, which is always a good possibility for them, especially since it's summer over here. That means that they are the kids are out of school.
Oh yeah, their kids. No, their kids are in school.
Are the kids in school right now? That means, okay, do the seasons flip when you go over there?
Yeah.
Seasons flip. Okay. So the
So
kids are in school.
they're in school and
Yeah.
ours are out, but theirs are in.
Yeah. So, and I don't know. I mean, Dana spent an entire month over here last time, like a little bit, maybe a little bit
Right.
longer. Last time he traveled over here. So not sure how long they're gonna take together this time, to bounce around. But knowing that the um rollout for the Machine 2.0 is coming. And Dana did say within like the next, he said the next 2 weeks, and that was, within 2 weeks of last Friday, or last Wednesday, actually. So 2 weeks from Wednesday puts you right at the beginning of the Punta Cana trip.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that they're going to try to roll it out a little bit before that. So end of this week, into the weekend, and then the beginning of the following week. In a way to, one, make it nice and smooth with the rollout, do it in small groups of people so that we make sure that everyone's got their links in and everything. I know that Dana did say that, with the going away of the BOC for a short time, they're going to try to focus more on the accountability calls, especially as far as training is going to be concerned. So as we get the Machine 2.0 rolled out to us and I get a little more acclimated to it, we can start doing some helpful trainings on here to help answer questions for folks as they're starting to use it. Dana and Amelia both said that they are going to try to hop on this call a little more often now that the BOC doesn't have to happen right now. So we may see them happening, like hopping in more often than not. But yeah, and also don't forget they're up and she's awake. Good morning, Miss Adela.
Oh my God, I just woke up. No makeup, nothing.
Girl, this is
You're
what it looks like
fine,
when I
you're
wake up too.
fine.
That's all I can tell you.
Oh
I
my
woke up,
God.
my hair was like this. I don't know what to do with any of this right now.
Your hair looks
So-
fine.
I'm so sorry. So what time is this every morning? I don't want to interrupt.
Oh, no problem at all. This usually
Oh.
starts at 6 a.m. California time. So we are the earliest ones up.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be you and me. Everybody else is in a different time zone later than us. So we're the earliest ones up.
Okay. Sorry. So what time do you, 6 o'clock? Okay. Sorry.
So about 25 minutes ago, people get in when they can get in. I try not to start the official word stuff too early. Because I know people straggle in, especially on a Monday morning. But we do end before the IPA call always. So especially on
Okay.
Mondays, since I'm the guy in charge of the IPA call on the back end. So
That's
love
right.
y'all, but I'm making y'all bounce at 6:45.
Well, you guys have a lot going on.
Yeah. So we were just talking about what's going to be a possible format for this call going forward now that the BOC calls won't be happening till after PXP. And so we're going to get into a lot more training, focus on what would be helpful for people as far as how to use stuff, when to use certain things inside of their business, when to send your link, when to send, if someone says point blank, I just want to buy it, what do you do? Yeah, like what's your strategy at that point in time? And again, I love it when people say, I just want to buy it. Like, okay, cool. Here's the link. Enjoy yourself. Or do I try to upsell them, ask them if they want to hear about other things, possibly do whatever, but we can talk about all that during a different call. And so those kinds of helpful situations. We'll also get into working with the Machine 2.0. Miss Adela, do you have it yet?
I do, and I think I made a mistake yesterday. I sent it to a brand partner. She started as a brand partner back in March, but didn't want the business.
Okay.
Okay, she's a travel agent, and she texted me, or we've been talking, she wants to do the business app. And so I send it to her, and I'm thinking, oh my God, I was supposed to send that to anybody yet. So it's all this is so confusing. I gotta tell you, I'm having a hard time, following the bouncing ball.
Miss Adela, the fact that you do what you do and keep it going the same way you do keep it going, God bless you, love you for it. You're doing a great job. Don't think that you're not keeping track of it, because you are doing a phenomenal job of keeping track of it. I've seen your questions in the group, and I'm like, no, that's the right next thing. You're on
Yeah.
track. You're doing it right.
All right,
Don't
thank you.
Oh, no problem. Don't second guess yourselves. This is something I tell my students all the time. Do not second guess yourself. We have been through so much training, so many hours of like practicing how to do this, how to do that, what's the next thing, you know, and it's sort of a deer in the headlights final exam moment when someone says, so what do you do? And then suddenly brain goes blank. Uh, Now, I don't know if you guys have ever had the joy of watching a student's face like just go completely white when they realize they don't remember anything right in front of you. I have,
Uh-huh.
and it's kind of the most horrifying moment in their life that you're witnessing when they're like, I don't remember anything at all. Like, I don't remember anything. Everything just went completely blank. Someone says, "So what do you do for a living?" Or tell me more about the this company, or tell me about the drops. And you're like, um uh
Yeah,
uh
I had that this weekend, Louis.
it happens to
And I'm
everybody.
thinking, where do I start? I'm thinking in my brain, well, where do I start?
And you start
Oh,
exactly, and the good part is, the wonderful part is, and Jerry knows what I'm talking about. Jerry had the same thing happen to him too. um is that, so what do I do? Because the question that was put to Jerry was very simple. Tell me more about this weight loss stuff that you're selling. That was the question. And Jerry's like, so what do I send him? I'm like, I don't know, what'd you post? Like, which weight loss stuff did he see? You know, like, was it about the drops? Was it about the
Yeah, I
app?
had to kind of wait and respond for after a bit. Oh, he's reading a private message that was sent or something. It's freezing.
Oh,
is he freezing?
Yeah,
on for
kind
the
of
interpreter, he's
glitchy.
freezing.
Yeah, he's saying a private message was sent, and then he's waiting to respond once they respond back to the message.
Mhm,
From you, Louis. He's talking about a message you sent to him
mhm.
recently or something like that. So he's just going over the message, and I think he's saying something about mentoring or someone's observing him. He's saying,
Yes. So yeah, so he sent me the message and said, so what do I say? And I was like, okay, well, technically speaking, this is what you do. Like, you start here with boards. And honestly, and just so to clear everyone's brain, depending upon what they were responding to, if it was a post online, or they were like, hey, yes, definitely show me more information, or send me more information about the drops, the advantage, whatever it was, the weight loss program in general, something like that. I still always go right back to boards, because I'm not trying to waste brain space at this point in my day. um I've got that standard answer built into my head, which is the one where they are responding to a post, and they say that they want more information. And that's number one, response number one inside of that list of responses we can send out. I tailor it a little bit uh, to directly answer their question, especially if it's not specifically about the drops. Like, if they ask specifically about the advantage, then I'll send them something like that first post, but I'll change it up so that it involves more about the advantage. Um, but that same framework for the um, There it is. The same framework that you use for the response to a post should generally be the same. And it's so easy to use. You just go in there, you click the button, poof, it prints, and you go on with your day. I complicate mine a little bit whenever I send mine out, and that's a personal complication that I like to do because it helps me track when somebody's actually gone in and looked at something. So, which is what the machine 2.0 is going to do, which is a beautiful thing. So when someone says, I'm looking for more information or more details about this, that, or the other thing, and we put in our machine link, which is specific to our back end of the business, it'll track it a little better, a little easier. And what Mr. Harper was talking about, he was talking about it last week. I think it might have been a council call.
Wednesday. It was on Wednesday.
It was Wednesday. Then it was a council call. You know how we can go into the Share app on our phones and create a way to memorize a link, like to send out a link to something. Like I send out links to James's YouTube video all the time about the compensation plan. You know, why Partner Co. has the best compensation plan. I send that link to people all the time. But I like to know, because it's a YouTube link, I like to know when people are actually clicking on it. So I have that link saved inside of my Share app so that I can send it as a trackable link so that when people click on it, I get a notice that people have gone and clicked on that link to go see that video. And that's one of the most fun things Mr. Harper has ever taught me.
Oh, well,
How to do that. Miss Adela, yes, I will teach you how to do that.
okay, yes. You'll be in, I know, Twila, you're going to be in Punta Cana, and so will you, Louis?
I
Yes?
will
No.
not be.
But
Well-
I will be.
Oh, good. Anxious to meet up with you. Yes.
Yeah. I will definitely. That's what I do here during this call in the morning when we talk about different tech things that need to happen. If it's teaching folks how to create a trackable link inside of their Share app and to save that, I teach you guys how to do that. If it's, oh gosh, what else have I done in here, Mama Sandy?
You've gone in and showed us how to use
I'm
our book.
extra, Adela. I'm extra, Adela, because I don't get things the first.
You what?
It takes more for me.
Oh, it's tough. I just have a hard time remembering where everything is. You know, like I said, follow the bouncing ball. It's like, where did
Yeah, I play. Yeah, I have to play around a bit, and a lot of times, when I do that, I'm doing it, and I'm not knowing I'm doing it because Louis will tell me, "Well, Mama Sandy, you're doing it."
Yeah.
Like, you're already doing it, Mama Sandy. She goes, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like, but you did it already. So I don't know what you don't know what you're doing, but you did it.
So Louis, if I could take a minute here,
Absolutely.
you're not far from, what part of San Diego are you?
I live actually right off the 8 freeway, very close to San Diego State University.
Okay, well, I'm in Wildemar, 20 minutes north of Temecula. So
Okay.
okay,
So you're
well,
up to 15.
yes, up to 15. I'm between Lake Elsinore and Temecula.
Okay. If you come down to 15, I'm about
Right,
I'm less than 10 minutes away from the 15.
right. I know exactly where you're at. So I'm planning to have a drop talk the end of July. I would love to invite you to that
Okay.
and be part of that. Okay, so I'll reach out to you for sure.
Absolutely. Would
That'll be
love-
fun.
Yeah, I love doing fun things. That would actually be kind of cool, kind of amusing. Because we do live right here in this area. It's it's funny. We live close but far.
Yeah. Well, the what happens is the traffic on the 15
You
freeway.
guys get traffic. Like for me to go to Missoula is 45 minutes, but it's 45 miles. So I go a minute a mile. unless
We
it's
could,
Friday and
we,
everybody's coming to the lake. Going
yeah,
to
we
Missoula
could
isn't
get
bad.
45 minutes in 45 or 45 miles in 45 minutes sometimes.
If we left that, yeah,
Like it might happen,
yeah,
but
Because
neither
my
one of
daughter
us is
lives in
counting on
Salt
it.
Lake, and she says everything is like 10 minutes to here, 15 minutes to here, whatever it is to here.
Mhm.
It's not done by miles.
They do it by
Here,
time.
everything is done by miles. Because
right,
you can go 45 miles in 45 minutes. You can go 30 miles in 30 minutes. You can do that.
yeah.
But
Yeah, we're
all
no.
but
It'll
all
take
but
me 20
Friday
minutes.
when everybody's headed to the lake. I've had traffic backed up for 3 miles.
So where are you at, Twyla, again?
I live on it's going towards Glacier. We live in Montana and it's on I-9. We live on 93, Highway 93. And
Okay,
to get out on it, we have one of the largest lakes is above us. So to get there is just to get to work, which is only a mile from my house. Sometimes you have to go with traffic or like to get off. And if you have to get back, you have to go with traffic, then get off and then come back.
yeah, yeah.
Just to get on Fridays, it's almost better if the back roads were paved. I would take them more often, but we live all on dirt roads. So,
Oh, wow, beautiful though. Wow, that's
yeah,
nice.
but that's my mountains where I live
Wow, that's
in the
beautiful.
winter.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I live in western Montana, I guess they would say. Glacier's above us, Yellowstone's below us.
Okay. So yeah, Louie, I'm going to pick your brain since you're so close to me, and I have to learn how to do Zoom. I'd like to start doing a Zoom for those that would want to. I think that I don't know about you guys. The biggest challenge, yeah, I have a tree. It's going like this, but I mean, very few action. Like I
Join us all. Join us all.
so I made the vice president, and my struggle with myself is, you know, hearing, "Oh, you're doing good," and I'm going, "Well, I'm not." I got made the title, but nothing's following that. Okay,
That I made vice president, but keeping the volume, no.
I mean, the next week's check was $45. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Mhm.
got it. Done
So
it.
I think that how do we? I mean, we're here, so we're determined to make this business work. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here right now.
Correct.
But it's hard keeping. I mean, our mental side up, and because we believe it's going to happen, and that's what
Mhm.
we're here. But others, like I have one gal right now. She's Della. I'm not selling anything right now. She wanted to sell. I kept telling her share, but she bought her 10 packs and 10 packs, and everybody I sold to, they don't want to do it again. And I can hear in her voice the oh, I don't, she's not that excited anymore about it. She's losing weight. But how do we keep our people motivated to see that, you know,
If you
the,
can get them on the calls or even on the replays, it's hearing everybody else. I mean, you see how
right.
it is to get on the call. I know when we dropped in our old company, we dropped the BOC. That was like life ended. That's when I went to going to get on this call because it was like I was missing something every day to get on.
Uh-huh.
So I got on this call, and then when they brought it back, I was all excited. But I lost a good share of my people because we quit doing the BOC. They went kind of silent.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I will say this.
And that's
The one, oh, Mama Sandy, go ahead.
no, I was just going to say too, what you guys are saying, to get people to really plug in as we are, even though there's few of us here, to keep one another going. It's easy to die out, and we can't get people on the IPAs to come
Which
on the
are
Zooms.
so good. They are so
That means
awesome.
so, yes, to hear what they've got to understand, you
Right.
know. So I don't know. We just keep plugging along, and if we, like I said, it doesn't really take a lot of people, but if you could get 2 or 3 people to be
Maybe I'll run,
consistent as you are,
maybe I'll run a
um,
contest that.
That's a good thing. We did that for a while. We gave they gave out books off of Amazon that they could send them. like motivational or like Jim Rohn
Audiobooks.
and audiobooks and uh, there's like a
Yeah,
just
like this week, if everybody you get a ticket for every time you're on, and I'll draw the
and
next.
then they just did a drawing and then it just came up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got some of my favorite books that way.
Me too.
Yeah, it's a matter of being able to keep your people, as they say, close to the fire. And the calls are the thing that help people feel like they're being close to the fire. This call, which will be continuing on for many days to come, is the first way for our team to say, okay, come on in. The BOC was another way for folks to feel like they could always stay a little bit closer to the fire. The IPA calls, which I think are fantastic, wonderful, and probably the best way to feel like you're staying close to the fire, because not only do you see people on your team in there and saying, hey, this is how I won this week, but you'll see people from every other team inside of the Champions Network
Right.
saying, this is working for me, this is what's working for me, this happened for me. But you'll also hear inside that call, this is what didn't work. This is how I'm feeling right now. I feel like things are slow. Like James has been pointing out. Now, June was slow. James has been saying it all month. June was actually slow.
The J months are always slow.
Right.
I've learned throughout the years. The
Yeah.
J months, yeah.
Because January follows Christmas and everyone's broken Christmas.
Yeah.
June is when everyone just like planned out their summer vacation and they have to spend money on that summer vacation they're getting. And July is July. So
Yes.
Weekend doing their fun stuff because they want to get stuff done before school starts.
Exactly.
Right.
They're thinking about school purchases and school purchases tied in with whatever the summer plans still are, and everyone's still trying to take a vacation. No one's been working. So yeah, there's a whole lot of things that make the J months very difficult to work with, especially as far as sales. But keeping your folks connected to each other is probably the best way to keep that morale going, so that they understand they're not alone. It's not happening just to them. Like I'm not getting anything. Nobody's buying anything. No one's even looking. I've been posting. I've gotten no responses on any of these posts that I've put up there and blah, 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 blah. Yes, that's not just you. That is literally the majority of us. And so understanding that that's the wave of business and that's the way this typically happens helps to bolster that inner, like, okay, I just need to be able to ride this season out. That's all I need to do. And while I'm riding this season out, and I know that this is coming, I can pre-plan for the next season of drought.
Right.
I can pre-plan for the next season of I know it's going to slow down by working just that little bit extra harder prior to that, so that when that regular season of drought rolls through, it's not as dry as it used to be. You still have people to connect with. You still have things that can be done. You find all of the things that you need to do, and this is why I love the trackers. You make the list. We got the list. It's the trackers. I know the trackers killing you, isn't it, Miss Adela?
It's killing me. I don't get to it. I don't know why. I do a lot of it, but I don't fill it out.
Oh my
Really
God, Trila, you just said exactly me. I'm doing the do, but you guys, like, I just don't have the time, and I don't even have kids or anything. But I do have a husband. I take care of him. I love him dearly, and he's with me. And I got to give him some time. But I mean, where's the time for all this?
Mhm.
That's my biggest thing. And this is a small group, and that's why I feel like I can speak bluntly. I would not do this.
Absolutely.
I would not do this if there are new people on here. Okay.
Yeah, no, this is basically a leadership kind of a thing as well. I mean, everyone here has a title of some sort.
Okay.
Everybody here's got a title. Even if it's just team lead, we've all made it to at least team lead. So which means
meet everybody. I just met Twila, and I'm going to meet her in Punta Cana.
Mhm.
And Jerry is from where?
Jerry's in Buffalo, New York.
New York. Hi, Jerry.
And Jerry
Yes,
is here
I live
with
in New
Barrett.
York.
Oh, and the interpreter. Oh,
So Jerry's
Jerry, Jerry doesn't hear, so he's hearing impaired.
Jerry's deaf and his eyesight's pretty not great. I love saying that. His eyesight's pretty not great.
And what's the interpreter's name?
Listen,
The
Yeah,
interpreters, we never know the interpreter's name. We just know the interpreter.
Oh,
and
I
we just say, and we
They're
just
not allowed
say
to
hello,
tell.
interpreters, goodbye, interpreters, like that.
Oh, okay. And then
Yes.
and Mama
So-
said, love
You
you.
know me, Adela.
I we're sisters now.
Yeah, we're sisters.
We're sister
Sisters from
mama.
another mother.
Yeah.
So, Adela, when do you get into Punta Cana?
Okay, let me think. About 8:30 on the 17th.
And we'll fly. We're flying in on the 15th. We'll be there,
Nice.
so we'll already be at the resort.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, I hate I had to cancel.
I know.
Oh, wow.
I was
Wow.
hoping Louie was going to be there too. It was going to be all fun week.
It's going to be a quiet couple of days with y'all gone. I love you, Billy. I'm going to miss you a lot, but it's going to be quiet up in here.
Well, I was, Becky and James got my money back. They refunded my money, which was nice.
Oh, that was nice.
Good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, so now I got these airline credits.
Yeah. And Miss Adela, I know that you're going to PXP. When are you flying in? Do you know when you're going to fly in for PXP?
Yes, I do. I'm going a couple of days early. I'm going on the 9th.
Ooh, me too.
Yeah, American Airlines, because I have my gal Diane, and I said, okay, we're doing a drop talk. So you invite everybody on Wednesday. You find a place for me, and we're doing a drop talk. So we're supposed to have a drop talk on Wednesday.
Oh,
So-
nice.
Yeah. So if you're available, anybody wants to come to it, I'll invite you once I know where.
We're driving down, so I don't know where we'll be. We're going to Cairns. We're going to be in our camper, so we've got that. And then we're not staying at the hotel either. We're
Yeah.
staying at an
So-
RB&O.
Yeah, so there's several different accommodation options. So our team in particular, F10X, has chosen to stay at the Holiday Inn Express. That's like a block away. Instead of the Omni, because the Omni's like $2 something per night, and there was a single night in there that you could not get. I think Sunday night, and that block was not available. You can get every other night, but you couldn't get Sunday. I was like, that's stupid.
I used to belong to Premier Designs Jewelry, and we had right across the street from the Omni is the Fort Worth something big convention center. There would be 10,000 of us there, 20,000 of us.
And I believe that's the convention center that we're being held at, because it connects directly to the Omni.
No, we're not going to the one where I used to do in Premier.
Oh, okay.
It's another one.
There's a second one there?
Yeah. So
Oh, wow. Bless you.
what I was going to say is the Omni is right across the street, and they said this one I'm gonna have to walk a block or two to go to, but the
Oh,
Omni
okay.
is nice, but they don't serve breakfast, but I was familiar with it, so I booked it, and yeah, it is costly, but I'm hoping to have 4 people with me, so it breaks it down to about $50 a night.
Amen to that. Yeah, and we did the Holiday Inn Express because it does have a free breakfast.
Oh, that's good.
So if you're hungry early in the morning, swing by our hotel. I'll be hanging out over there. Yeah, it's I love Holiday Inn Express hotels. They're fun for me. I do.
Yeah, I like them too.
Yeah, they do a great breakfast, so I love going in there. The rooms are usually pretty awesome. So that works for me. So I got mine booked. I'm there from the 9th to the 16th. Sonny just showed me his reservation. He's there from the 9th to the 15th. Sonny Yang.
Yes.
Yeah, he'll be there from the 9th to the 15th. So
Mama Sandy is the 10th through the 15th.
Oh, you get the 10th to the 15th, Mama Sandy. Okay, cool.
And we're driving down a week early, so we'll be there plenty of time.
Well, Sheila, that's my dream, is by next year to have our small little RV and take a vacation, and we'll be
Actually, we're just going to bring our camper that's on the back of our truck. And it
nice.
has a slide on it.
Yeah.
So we're just going to bring that down because it's just Paul and me driving down. Our son will fly in.
Yeah.
Is he flying back out too?
Yep.
Okay.
Because we're going to do.
Is Jay staying with you or is Jay staying with me?
Jay's staying with us, I believe.
Okay. I'm like,
so
let me know
that
now.
you know that. I let you know that now.
Before I start giving more beds away.
You can give beds away because he's staying with us, because either way, if we have room in the camper if we have to stay in the camper, or we have room in the VRBO, whatever that,
Zorba?
where we're gonna stay, which
Yeah.
isn't very far. It's like 3 minutes from the convention center. It's not far.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I was just wondering because the Jay has stayed with me before, so I'm just making sure.
Yep. And he likes it, but he's like,
Ooh.
and I haven't heard him say that he wants to stay there. I'm pretty sure he's staying with us.
I just look at the time, guys. I love you all
Yeah.
dearly, but I got to bounce.
But
into
we
another
probably
call.
all go. You
Yeah.
gotta
So
bounce.
I'm kicking you
Thank-
out and head
thank-
over
We
to
love
the
you
other call.
guys.
Love
See
you
tomorrow.
guys.
Tomorrow morning, same time, 6 a.m. We'll be back here.
Okay. Love you.
All right. Love you
Okay.
guys.
Bye. Thank
Bye,
you.
Bye. Love
Interpreter.
you.
Me, Jerry.
Thank you. My pleasure. Bye bye.